We are back. Okay, so it's time for the Girls Chat Show, and this happens here Mondays and Fridays. This is no longer news. Usually we have a gentleman, and it's just to balance the equation. And today we have his back. See, you better concentrate today. Let me tell the world now. We have Emeka in our midst today. We'll be talking about everything girly, and yesterday was Mother's Day. So the mothers are not clapping. What's going on? Yeah, so yesterday was Mother's Day. Like it or yes, you're born of a woman. But why didn't the woman come before the man though? Because if you look at the equation, the man has to also plan something. Get the logic. It's fine. So guess what? We have two ladies. We don't have Emeka alone. He's blessed amongst the women. In fact, he's well seated in the middle. You know what I mean? We have Tobia in the building. Hello. Also with us today, someone who I decided to take a step back. She was really heavy, but now she's delivered off a baby and she's with us. Lillian.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon. Good to have you in the building. So, we're talking about women and mothers, and let me ask Emeka first off. Did you call your mom yesterday?
Actually, I didn't call her yesterday.
You guys are closer to.
But she was the first person that called me today.
Emeka, what happened?
No, okay.
You forgot?
No.
So what happened?
Call them every day. They talk to them.
Okay.
Actually, depends on the understanding we have with your
mom. Okay.
Me, please, I was busy running some business things and.
But please, if I were to be your mom.
What?
If I were to be your mom.
Yeah.
Right?
Would have been having issues.
You know some mothers actually.
You know what? By the time you call her today, say, Mom, Happy Mother's Day. I was actually busy. Can you send your account number? She'll just shop up.
Yeah, I know. The money talks.
But
it goes beyond that.
Happens.
Yeah.
Most people don't believe in all these special days to celebrate, like Valentine's.
Thank you very much.
Yes, but what happens is, like you said yesterday, you were very busy. We're busy people.
Yeah.
So these days have been mapped out for you to just remember to celebrate this person.
1 minute.
Your mom could actually be with her friends. Yesterday was Sunday, awesome. So people were celebrating their mothers.
Yeah.
So she could actually be waiting for your
So you
call.
want to use money to keep your mom?
No,
Just that one call will have made a difference for her.
I'm not saying. After all, she has forgotten.
Babe, advocate for women.
I am doing that.
It's payback.
It's not payback,
It's
but
payback.
I'm just being honest. It depends on the understanding you have.
Okay. So we're about to delve into that proper. The reason why I had to bring Emeka here is because, of course, he's a man. Let him tell the ladies what they have been missing. The loopholes. So let's start off with women back in the days. What do you think women back in the days have, and these days women don't have it? While the ladies try to come in to explain why. This is a 21st century woman. Ladies and gentlemen. So let's go. They are doing. Start throwing the bombshell.
Do
Okay. Let me start from the fact that I learned a lot from my mother, and let me use my mother as she belongs to back in the days, and compared to the
21st century.
So one thing I discovered is my mother is someone that is very, very patient, and she's someone that is she's strong-willed. Like she's determined to get things done. No matter the circumstances that surrounding her. Looking at my upbringing. My mom was always there, even though she wasn't educated.
Always there.
Yeah, she was always there. She wasn't educated, like she doesn't have a university degree. So she got married and she was just like this full-time housewife. But she was always interested in seeing that we went to school, especially me. I went to school, and even when my dad was a bit reluctant about certain things, my mom always pushed. She pushed, like even when school fees are supposed to be paid. Like I know when these things happen. Now compared to
21st century, do you think women? Let me start off with the points you just gave. First off, patient. Do you think the 21st century woman is a patient woman? From relationship to mothering to being a mother. No, why?
I don't know, because probably a lot of things have happened, like globalization, technology, like things. Okay, that's this thing about we're revolving, right?
Yeah.
And the whole thing about feminism is that
okay.
you know, equal rights with men. Okay. So a lot of women have the privilege of not like they have the privilege.
Yeah.
They should have access to
what a
man can, you know, get. There's no more a woman shouldn't go to school, a woman shouldn't do this. Yeah. No. So a woman can actually go to school, you know, start working and, you know, build a career. So for her, that whole, not like back in the days, women are just, you know, they marry you, keep you. The only thing you think of, I'm just saying, back in the days. Yes. So to an extent, they were trained to be patient with their husbands, even when the husband is actually, you know, committing the wrong things.
Oh, they were trained to do that. Okay, let me go to you, Lily.
Are you sure you are not mistaking timidity for patience?
Okay, so you're saying mothers of those days were timid. Are you generalizing?
No,
would you agree your mother was timid?
They were trained to not to talk. They were trained to bottle up, withhold anything that they're going through.
That's. I think there's a difference between timidity and patience, because I feel that a lot of women, a lot of mothers that were not timid, but they were patient. They were patient with their marriage, especially like they persevered and they withstood a lot of things coming from, you know, the father.
Is there a difference between enduring marriage and also being there just because you don't want to leave? Societal pressure will feel you are divorced and back in the day.
Sorry, pardon me. Yeah. Just before Emeka gets to answer your question. You know, the funny thing about what Emeka is saying is that this same mothers he's saying they were patient are the ones that will tell you, please come out if you're not being treated well wherever you are
in this 21st century.
In this 21st century. So
but I don't know about you, because mothers will tell you stay back in your home.
Not when you're going through things like domestic violence.
Okay, you know? But let me say something. You see, the whole thing about domestic violence is actually more pronounced now, because I stand to be corrected, but I think those days the level of domestic violence we had was to an extent.
Are you sure? Because they depend on social media.
Because we are not patient.
Because I've
been trying to quote this patience. It's more pronounced now because we are speaking out. Because mothers then would want to protect their home.
No, but
they want to cover their children.
They don't say a word. Okay, let's go one after the other now. Do you agree? Let me go to Utopia. That the reason, because when he was saying back in the days, violence was, you know, on the lower side. Do you agree? Was it social? Do you agree with him?
No, I don't. Women back in the day, they were passing a whole lot.
Okay, so we didn't have mobile phones to record all of that. We didn't have, they didn't have internet.
If you ask me, the whether is the 15th century, 18th century until the 21st century.
Yeah,
I call them the lovely happy slaves. Do you know?
Wow.
Yes, I've been. Have you ever seen
lovely but not happy?
Don't use slaves.
Okay, yes, not happy, but you know what? Because if you check out the relationship between a master and a slave, they can do anything for you, but you don't just have the right to do what you want.
The picture you're painting now makes it look like the mothers didn't say anything. They didn't have any say.
I had an argument with someone once, and he said, my mom would do this, would do that. She was carrying the home. She was doing this. She did all that. And the question I asked was she happy?
Yeah, happiness.
Okay.
She could have done all that, but was she truly happy?
Truth be told, you understand, I won't ignore the fact that a lot of these women went through a lot and were not happy. I'm talking based on my own experience.
But do you think it saved their marriages compared to now that we have divorce cases everywhere?
For
staying and being patient and enduring. You agree?
Yes.
For my own situation, you get my mom and dad.
Yes.
Right now they're kind of separated.
Okay.
But not like they're divorced.
Okay. Oh.
So a lot of things happened, and
she became 21st.
She just adapted to the fact.
Did she evolve?
Yes.
She just said she became a 21st century woman.
My mom didn't evolve, you know. But she had this whole thing about, one, she's into the marriage. And there were a lot of things coming from my dad's side, which I know. Because as at that point where these things were happening, I already had, you know, sense. Let me use the word had sense, and I knew what was happening.
Yeah.
But what she was more interested in was, okay, this man is doing this whole thing, a lot of things. She was interested in us.
Yeah.
As a kid, five of us.
Yeah.
And she went extra miles to make sure that I went to school. Even with
the mothers of these days, do they go all out? Let's just because we are comparing back then and now.
Any mother will go all out.
Yes.
Any century.
Yes. The only difference is the way or the method or whichever style they use.
Okay.
So for her, it was the major thing for her are the kids, and not whether the marriage is here or it's there.
Okay.
And for years now, they've been separated. It's now that my dad is trying to come back.
Okay.
You understand? Yeah. And I told him, I told my dad.
Okay, so but let me ask you, Tovia, now. We won't pretend and hide as if the men didn't play a role in this. Do you feel it's because of the experiences women had from the perspective of the man that has made women change? Not just social media. When you say social media, I understand Western culture has always been Western culture. African way has always been the African culture. Do you agree that it was men the influence of men has made women to change?
Yes. I think, not even I think, I know that the greatest force that, started driving women to, this change and the entire liberation thing is from the men. The way they were treated, the way they were handled, their value, their worth, their lifestyle, the way it was just like they were boxed into a corner. And who are those that actually
made these rules?
Yeah, who are those that made these rules? Who are those that ensured that the women felt like they couldn't do anything? They were boxed into a corner.
Tradition, culture.
Yeah, made by who? The men.
Unwritten codes. You came into this world. You just
made by society.
Women don't really talk. Made by society.
Excuse me. Back in the day, the society. When we talk about society, we're talking about the men.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
I
society was about men.
No.
You're saying men rule the world.
Exactly. When it gets to making the law.
But let's not see. Silence is not no answer. Silence was an answer. So if in that society the women
didn't
talk,
speak,
it means they agreed with whatever was.
So now women are talking. Do you have a problem with it? Now that women.
No. I don't have a problem with that.
Okay.
He's in the 21st century.
And I want to say that a lot of one of the reasons why women are talking right now, they are more involved is because to a very large extent, majority of our women are not just sidelined again, just like the way it was before, where they say the woman's place is just in the kitchen and the bedroom.
We still use the other room.
Yeah, the kitchen and the other room.
But I don't think
so far away from that now.
The men are the reason why the women decided to
change.
Fighting.
Okay, why? What's the reason?
It's knowledge.
Oh, exposure.
Now, the women they understand now that they have more to offer. If you give us the opportunity, we can do better. We have sense. If you allow the women come out there, the world will be balanced, because the men, the truth is, most times the way they reason, they are not calm.
Logic.
Yes. So if you bring a man and then bring a woman to the table to play the game, then the world will be balanced. There will be just give us that room. Just give us that room to do more. No. Okay. They came to that consciousness that they could offer more. So they now started fighting.
Anti-I.
What is this anti-I? Are you acting the
I heard it from her face when she said okay, so let me just I agree with what Lillian said, but let me just see if I can drive home my point.
Okay.
Why I said the men, started driving the women towards that is I'm a business person.
Yes.
And there is nothing that motivates one like coming out from pain. Coming out from something that that you are into, you don't like it, but you wish you're in a better position. A woman that is happy in her marriage, that the husband treats well, wouldn't even mind being a housewife, for example. A woman that the man gives that liberty to go to anywhere you want and come back, just be moderate. Yes. They usually don't think you know, like others who are fighting as if they want to run away from a particular war in their life. So that's you know, where I'm coming, the angle I'm coming from.
Okay. So what happens to single ladies?
Because we're about to delve into the 21st century relationships compared to what we had then.
Brothers.
Let's go to Emeka. Emeka is throwing the bombshell while the ladies, you know, react. So we're getting a balance of ideas. Let's go to you, Emeka. Those things you I mean, you've dated. I mean, you've dated girls.
No, he's innocent.
And
I'm single.
Available. Searching.
Yeah, searching.
Oh, great. Oh, you have a sis.
Wow.
Let me and this man advise you. Don't rush it. Don't rush it. Okay, so let's go to you now. What do you think itches you the most about the 21st century, you know, lady who is into a relationship? What annoys you? What do you think women are doing wrongly? They're not getting right.
Okay. Okay, we're talking about relationship now, like relationship, not married. Like we all agree to the fact that a lot of women are out there right now and trying to make, you know, things happen. Like women are more involved, and we're looking out for a situation where they come out more, especially in politics and, you know, all that. For me, I get really irritated when I get to meet a lady. You've evolved. You are actually a 21st century lady. Then you still have this mentality that your means of livelihood should be financed by a man. Because you're in a relationship with that man. I really get very irritated.
Okay, you've dropped one bombshell while you're thinking about it. Let's go to you now. Let's go to Lillian. So he said it. Do you agree? Because I've actually seen ladies who, you don't have money. No, I can't do this. If he's not tall, he has the money, he's not my spec, don't worry yourself. I can marry the man. Because we've had a lady who called in and said she regrets her marriage. It was her parents and her friends pushed her into it. The man is, you know, into the force, and he goes around with ladies, but she first off entered the marriage because her mom was like, don't worry, he has the money, you'll be happy. And then she got into and she feels like her world is upside down. Yes. So do you agree that women actually do what Emeka said? Money driven, not money driven, Seth. The man has to finance me if I'm dating him.
Yeah, very true. Okay. The first question you asked him was what was that question you asked him?
Okay, so I asked him 21st century women, single relationship now. What is the difference between then and now? Do you agree? Because back in the day,
something about I can't remember the question. Okay, what I wanted to say is the issue we have is we don't know, like the guy we met there, I can't remember his name. He said the problem is we don't know what we are fighting. We're supposed to be fighting liberation, not men. As in, we're supposed to be fighting for our rights.
Selves,
But now we're fighting the men. That's why it's difficult. So that's why once a man talks, we're turned off because we're fighting a man, not our rights. Even when the man is saying something reasonable, we're fighting. I agree with what he said actually. Most girls, most ladies.
But what's the cause of it though?
It's still part of the mindset. It's still part of the mindset. That same mindset that have grown in the men, that they believe the woman should be at home. They believe they should be the boss. They believe it's our upbringing. It's something we have grown, as in something that has become part of us. So the women have also grown to believe that the man should take care of me. So I'm dating you. Why should I buy you a gift when you've not even invested so much in me?
Or when I haven't taken you to bed. Hello. Let's say the way it is. I've had ladies here who say the way when you've not had sex with a man. So why should I do that for you?
That's deep.
But that's deep, right? But let's go to Utopia now. Would you blame a woman who says you have to have money for me to be able to date you? Speaking for the ladies who he has to have money. Can he take care of me? I don't know.
Well, I would say yes and I would say no.
Okay,
let me start first with the yes. You know, I can't remember this proverb the way it is, but
having in your mind that men feel, I don't know if men feel, Emeka, do men feel if I flaunt the money? Because you guys feel,
yes,
I would talk, but there are guys where you are talking, I've established this project, I'm traveling to this place, they are talking about then you have money now, let's do this.
But at the same time, sorry to say, like from what you're saying, and you know, a lot of times when ladies that have this mindset meet guys like that, and the guy pays for all your bills, do you know that the guy actually commands you to do everything? Yeah, the guy wants you. For instance, if you tell the guy you want to go see a friend, the guy tells you, no, stay back, because I've seen situations like that. I'm not in that category.
But why do you guys use money to woo some women?
Because that's the language the women respect.
Because a lot of women.
Actually, let's say some, not all.
Okay.
Let's say some women they love money.
They respect money.
They respect money. They love it.
See, when you say some women respect, everybody loves.
No. To when I mean they just, I don't know.
Go all out for it.
They are glued. They get attracted to money.
Okay.
So they fail to even see the reality, even when the reality is right
staring
in front of them.
Face,
Because when you see a guy that probably just show off and you don't even want to investigate where the guy works. You don't even know if he has an office he works, and probably because he drives a car.
Even when you investigate and you find out that this guy is 419, clear.
You will still
stay there.
Okay, Sophia, it's back to you. Let's go
so
yes or no answer.
Yes, let me start with my yes answer. You know, I last time I said I belong to the old and new school.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you see something you like in the market, maybe you're going to purchase it, right? So that's where the treasure part comes.
Oh wow, okay.
Or more, you guys buy the treasure, you know. Yes, but it now gets to a point where you move from the old school to the new school, understanding that in a relationship, love will compel anyone to give, whether it's from the guy or the girl. But I am being sincere. You see that first time, please call me this 15th century woman. Please, you have to buy the treasure.
Oh wow, okay. So some people don't understand
you don't understand.
Like what I mean by buy the treasure is, treasure. Exactly.
Of course, I mean, you're getting to know me. Of course, you should be
able
able to.
get my son excited.
That's wrong. You don't understand what
buy the treasure.
Women liberation is. If you depend on the man for his
okay.
We have.
But do you mean if we go out on a date and because I'm fighting it? Not every woman is fighting liberation.
Yes.
Yes. Not every woman. Let's accept.
There's a lady that I know. She's a feminist. As in feminist. She organized the program. And
she will expect the man to pay for.
Part of the program is visiting the widows. And I called. I say, Auntie, how far now? What of the widowers? Because we need to play a fair game. Yeah. They also need to
win them. Yes.
They also because they are
true.
Liberation. Let's all. So if you are going after a man's money,
so
then you don't know what liberation is.
Lillian, there are different types of feminism.
I don't like that.
I don't like it.
Yes, let's
let me just say this because this is coming from me and I have a lot of experience.
Okay, before you do that, let's throw the phone lines open so we can begin to get the reactions of people on the show. 070-1057 0088. We're talking about the 21st century woman compared to our mothers. Voice it, whatever you want to say. Disagree with whoever you want to disagree with. Feel free to do that. Studio lines are open to you for text and WhatsApp. Send us a message to 070-1057 0025. The 0025 number is for text and WhatsApp. While the studio numbers, I'll give it out again because some people tell you take it too fast. 070-1057 0088 or 070-1057 0909. You can begin to call and make your contributions to the show. Let's pay some bills, Emeka. This is really important. We'll be back. Stay with us. We are back. Now, let's get to it now. We'll go to your messages in a bit. We're talking about the 21st century woman, from single ladies to married women and to marriages. So Emeka wanted to drop something. Let's go to you.
Yeah, so like going back to the conversation about ladies.
Depending on men.
Yeah, the ones that have the mindset that the man has to be responsible for their bills. Not like I'm saying that a man shouldn't take care of a woman.
Yeah.
That's not the point here. And to a very large extent, the happiness of every man is to see that he takes care of someone he loves and someone he calls his woman. So, but you know, there are situations where I used to say, when something is not within your means as a lady, and you want to live in that. And you know, ideally it's not within your means, but you just want to live in that.
And because
then,
you have the money now, Emeka.
Wait.
When I know you have the money to make me live outside my means, why don't you afford me that opportunity?
Wait.
No, I'm not waiting.
It's calm down. Okay, let me give you this. Let me give you this illustration.
Yeah.
A lady we started dating. We've not dated for like 2 months. Yeah. We've never dated. We've not 2 months. And all of a sudden,
realistically now, not hypothetically.
Yeah, all of a sudden,
yes.
You started accusing me of not asking you
what you want.
Your hair.
Oh.
Like, and now, I'm not too sensitive enough to have asked you.
When last did you make your hair? Take money to make your hair?
Yes.
Okay.
And I was like, were you not making your hair before we met? Relax.
Okay, before the high five or after the high five, yes. Let me ask you something. So let's just turn the tables. How about all of a sudden it's you not asking the girl, is it that I can't, the other
wait. What I'm saying
after
that
no,
relax.
Hey,
this is a partnership thing. Relationship it's a two-way thing. Like two people agree that want to come together and be in a relationship, right? Yeah. And I think that I'm not saying that I can't give my girlfriend money to make hair, but I'm just saying that when you want to make it like it's an office work.
Yes.
It's an office work, like every 25th of every month.
I should get money for her.
It's somehow for me. I can't live with that because it's more like I have to now start arranging my financial expenses.
Because you've adjusted, you brought someone into your life.
What I'm saying now is,
why is she not the one adjusting?
I should live a life
to take care of him.
She's adjusting when she comes for weekends.
I should live a life where I should live a life where my girlfriend should make her hair, and I will notice the fact that she made her hair, and I've actually even give her more than the amount. Wait. But
Nigerian man.
Oh my God.
Come on, there are a few of us that are out there.
That's
so on a second note, not after that whole incident, she now came up again with another one. There's this wedding she's going for. She's on the bridal train.
So we are still at the money thing and depending on man.
Some girls are out there
like
just for the relationship, just for the money.
Only they finish.
Convenience.
Let me just.
So you are still talking about the same thing.
Let me just drop a line.
Time isn't on our side. Yes.
Pardon me, just the line. See, I believe that if you are in a relationship that love is not involved, please expect anything. There's no 21st century reasoning and thinking.
I agree with that.
There you go.
That's why I said a lot of them out there, they are just.
But why do you guys also flaunt like you have the money to take care of this lady and then she begins to ask and you have a problem?
That's the easiest way to win, lady.
Sometimes.
Okay, we have AD. Let's listen to AD from Central Area. Hello, AD. Hi, good afternoon. Very well. Talk to us. What's your take? All right.
Should be a balance that connect all those points together because I think they all have something very important to contribute.
Yeah.
So I think we can look at this from our own modern knowledge. We start going back to the root.
Yeah.
I think most of us will believe that the Holy Book says the man is the head of the house.
Is he head of the relationship?
Sometimes we misinterpret
Head of relationship.
when the Bible says the man is the head of
Yeah.
I believe the two parties have a lot to contribute in the home. Not parties between who is the head and who is.
But let me ask you, AD, hello, AD, this is quite interesting when you refer to the Holy Book. I know this is not also, maybe you've seen it somewhere in the Holy Book, but you let me know. If it says the head of the home, that is referring to the man, is the man also the head of the relationship?
I think, like I said, both have a contribution to make. You are the head of the family,
You see, head is like scratch.
not important. Because the own human beings, their own feelings, their own gifts and ability to contribute to the society. So you can tap into your own ability to contribute to the society and they might contribute. I think the whole will be a better place, not take advantage of just one energy and abandon the other.
Okay.
So I think it's just a balance between what the peers are saying. I think they both have vital, contribution.
Okay. All right, AD, thank you so much for calling. Truly appreciate you. Thank you so much. We have a message here. Hello, presenter. The truth of the matter is ladies demand so much in relationships more than wives. The wives you marry. Abel, send that one in. Emeka is speaking the true Eastern guy behavior. Northern boys, let's go further. But Northern boys, pretend for the ladies. This is from Morris, Abacha Road. So you're talking for the Easterners. I don't know. We have Easterners in the house.
I think from what she said,
yes.
she's trying to generalize the fact that maybe Eastern guys are a bit they are not, they don't want to,
they're not ready to
they don't want to flaunt their wealth because they want to woo you.
Yes.
Do you understand? Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Like because I meet you now and I want you, then I'll start flaunting
the money.
My money.
But there are some guys who do that from the East.
Yeah, there are
people.
But it's level of exposure to an extent. You understand? Because I know that there are a lot of Igbo guys that they are highly placed and they have money, but you rarely would know. Yeah, they'll pass you and you won't even know.
Notice.
And so it's not about it's basically exposure, Exposure.
Okay.
Matters.
So we are depending and we are talking about just the money alone. What else itches you as a man about the 21st century? Then we'll go to the ladies. What else besides money?
Besides money,
because I know you talked about patience. Our mothers were patient. They were strong, driven, determined. Of course, I can even answer that. Their ladies these days are career based, so of course. Then always being there. They're always present. Should I throw this to? Let's go to Lillian before I come back to Emeka. Do you agree? They say, I've seen articles and I've read several places and I've seen myself. It would seem as if back in the days our mothers used to be there, just like Emeka mentioned, and these days when women are all about the job, the career, the business, forgetting the home. Why is that? Do you agree? And why is that?
Okay. You might be correct. Okay. The mom, then our moms were always there.
Housewives, yes.
Yes, because they didn't have a choice.
What is it? Back in the days they don't have a choice?
Yes.
Emeka?
Yes. 90%.
Women didn't have a choice.
90%. You could just find maybe very few good husbands that would give their wives the
leverage
to express themselves. They didn't have a choice, so they were just there. But now, what most women are saying is, if you can bring something to the table as a husband, and I can bring something to the table, why don't you balance the equation? Just like why should I sit at home and not express myself? Because
what if you lose the job as a man?
Because I'm living the women are working too. I'm not in this world to serve. Don't get me wrong. I will do anything for my kids. If it will take me to sit at home and take care, I will. Okay, good. But if I can actually maybe bring something to the table and you can bring something to the table, so then let's sit down and reason together.
Okay, but why do we agree the role of training a child is the mother's role? I know the men play a role.
No, not just the mother's role.
I know. I say I know it, but the men play roles. But do you? Why we are talking about the women that go out there, they work? How do you balance between being there for your kids, being present, just like
that's what I'm saying? What the women are fighting for now is, if I'm correct, anyways, what the women are fighting for right now is let's reason it. Don't just dump it on me like
Okay.
go and sort yourself out.
Okay.
So you go to work,
Okay.
you're running back home.
Okay.
As you're running back home, you're thinking of what to cook, you're thinking of how to bathe the children, you're thinking of how to, as though you don't have a life.
Okay.
Let's balance the question. Come, how do we take care of
If
this
a man
children?
comes home before time, why not? What's wrong with going into the kitchen and preparing food?
If for example I'm working, maybe I'm a banker for instance, I'm
Yeah.
a banker and you are the businessman.
Yes.
If you can come back earlier than me because you have your time to make sure the kids are okay, while I close at the time when I'm supposed to close and get back home, there's nothing wrong with that. But you see some men will sit at home and make sure
And
you
wait.
come back. Then whenever you come back, you start doing all that.
Can I just say
Yeah, come
something?
in.
I see the reason why some men would
Do that.
Yes,
Why?
do that. Because some women don't understand moderation. You do that for them, they begin to take advantage of it.
Aha.
And the truth is, I am being sincere,
Yeah.
and from experience. You see, from the point a woman gets married till at least when your first baby is like 16, honestly, you can't expect to be the high-tech career woman. And
But
yes,
there are people who are doing that though.
yes,
Yes.
and that is where they lose out on, training their children, especially if they are not careful. Because you take a child to the crash, from morning till 5 p.m. you're not there. Let's be sincere.
Yes.
You're doing well in your career, but then how about your home? Obviously, it's already there in mindset that okay, the man is the breadwinner, right? Even though you're helping, it's seen as if you're helping. Yes, it's seen as if you're helping. But you know that if the husband is not there, the next person is you. Now, are you also, you that is the next person, are you also going to give away not staying there for your children because of career? I'm being sincere. If you notice, some women who have trained their children to some point, that's when it looks as if once a woman gets married, she drops a bit.
Yeah.
Once her child is up to 16,
She goes back.
She climbs. This
Bounces
time around,
back.
she's climbing. She has nothing to take care of, and
So
that's
are
when
you
the men
saying
actually start coming.
it's not
Yeah.
possible to be career driven and still take care of your kids? Is it hard?
If you're lucky
Okay.
enough,
Yeah.
Okay, for me, I want to say that this is more like an understanding.
Yes.
It has to be-
Exactly.
They need
Exactly.
to understand.
There should be a
Communication,
balance in
A friend
life.
of mine told me there was a time he told me it was like his wife is actually a diplomat and most of the time she's not in the country, so and he has to be the one to do the school runs and
Okay.
do a lot of
Okay.
and I was like, what's wrong in him doing this?
Emeka, let me ask you, what's wrong with guys who have issues with this? She said some people come back home. You have gone. I came back. There's no food. I'll wait for you when you come back. You cook. Why do some men just? Is it ego? What's
It's mentality. It's mindset. It's what they've been
Taught
there's
from
a
childhood.
seed inside of them that has been planted that
Okay.
a woman should serve you. A woman should be the one. So some people will say, I'm getting married because I'm probably tired of eating outside.
Yeah.
I'm getting married because I need someone to clean my house.
Yes.
They fail to understand
So
that.
instead of
Instead of
marrying
you to just
wives,
hire
they're
a
marrying
nanny.
helps.
Yeah, they feel like the woman is supposed to just be there to assist their life.
God.
They are like that
To make it easier for
them. So the guy told me what's wrong in him doing. Like we had a conversation. I was
Yes.
like, if his wife is actually busy and what she's doing
He's going to fetch
contributes,
us money.
Yes,
Yes.
Exactly.
fetch us money. So what's wrong in him
did.
Because the
doing
truth
the
is,
whole?
there are women that can't train their children. Even sitting at home with your children. There are women that cannot train their
Hey,
children.
where's my bell? I'll tell you, yeah, you could be present and be absent.
Yes.
Let me ask a question.
Yes.
Does this mean that, yes, with this whole understanding thing, that we no longer have roles assigned to a man as husband and a woman as a wife?
Who assigned the roles?
I don't know. I'm asking.
For me, I feel the
Because
roles.
a woman
roles-
has to be the one to cook. The man, if he's busy or she is busy.
Life
know-
is about
you know-
understanding and balance.
Yeah, it's about understanding and balance, but I'll tell you the truth. There's, some of these things, there's this little, maybe just the little joy that comes from serving your husband
That one is there.
and him understanding.
And you don't think that this little joy that comes from serving your wife?
No.
I don't get you wrong, but I feel there should be balance.
You see, I love
Communication.
Let me tell you,
Yeah.
honestly,
Yeah.
I feel like when I get to do those things, I'm a superwoman. I expect, seriously, roles are assigned. I don't know by who, whether by society, but I feel like that understanding should come, or the help should come when I am not able to do
so
it.
Like incidentally, right? God forbid, you get married. God forbid again. Something happens, you get a job opportunity and it's massive. It's like 500,000 or 1 million a month, and you have kids, and he's receiving 100,000 or 150. Would you go for the job? Would you have a communication with your husband? Babe, I think this is a big opportunity. Let's have this tete-a-tete. Let's talk about this.
Olija, my answer is going to, get you say wow.
Wow. I'm already...
Yes.
Or you rather he continue and you leave the job?
Yes. You know why? You know why? You know why?
Why?
Because, see, like what we're saying is, there's something that is planted in the mind that comes way back. Okay. This man is going to leave that job, but trust me, things in the home will not be the same.
Okay,
we have a message. Let me just
I'm telling you, he might not tell you. He might not discuss it with you.
My girl said I should get her a car on her birthday. This is madness. This madness called love. Abel sent in that message. Do we have a message here? Safwan from Jabi. Good afternoon, Lije. At all. Back in the days, women are respectful, unlike nowadays where women see themselves as our equals. Civilization has brought about backwardness in relationships these days. Ladies these days are so disrespectful because they think that gender equality has given them voice. You see, the reason we have more broken homes these days than before is because women have to believe that what a man can do, a woman can do it better.
So you don't like the fact that we have voices?
Oh my God.
So
with that in mind, he says, with that in mind, they see no need for submission to the husband or the guy. No normal man can stand such a woman. Women back in the days know and respect their position in any relationship, and that's why we have more peaceful homes before than now. Hey, but like it or yes, it makes sense.
Yeah,
just a bit. But a woman doing better, I don't see the connects. Man, we are out of time.
Yeah, let me just respond.
Yes.
That's my final submission. Before we go, I think for every man, when you marry a woman, you definitely know what your woman can do. And you definitely know her capabilities. Yes. Now, if my wife, I know my wife, definitely she it's not like we are saying she shouldn't do certain things like cook things and take care of the house and everything. But it's not like restricted to the fact that that's our responsibility entirely. I can also help out. And if there's a situation where my wife it's
like that $1 million job.
Yeah, like she's busy and she gets a job. I would gladly tell her to go. The money should come from the account.
It depends on man.
And I will take care of the kids. If it's pass, I will do it.
Yes.
It's as simple as
before my husband got
she said she would feel like a simple superwoman.
Before my husband got a regular job, he was into big time, as in business, a hustler. He will go out, come back with the money and all that. Then I got a job. The kids were on holiday. I go to work every morning. And he will sit at home with them. He will take care of them. He will beg them. He will feed them. He's a businessman. Yes. There was a day he was supposed to go for a business meeting.
He's a businessman.
He was supposed to go for a business meeting.
If he had a corporate job.
Exactly. No, let me finish. He was supposed to go for a business meeting. So he was thinking, what do I do with these kids? I can't go with them. What do I do? He called up a guy. I said, how far? My kids are coming to swim. I need you to teach them to swim. I want them to learn to swim. The guy said, oh, okay.
He got them engaged.
Yes. So he took them to the pool and went for his meeting and came back, picked them up and went home. It's all about balance. Nothing would kill anybody if you are reasonable. The only reason why we suffer and we fight is because somebody is not being reasonable.
Compromise.
Yes.
No compromise. Nothing. No one.
Can I?
If he says go for the job, you will go.
You will go.
Okay. I am being honest.
Yeah, I know.
If she said her husband is a businessman, did you hear that?
Yes.
Your husband lost his job, or probably the 150 job, and they're looking for someone is going to stay at home.
Yes.
We're talking about staying at home.
Nobody is saying.
Hold on.
Nobody is saying jobless. What we're saying is staying at home. You can stay at home and be useful. You can stay at home and do a
stay at home and be useless. There's something.
Yes. My own husband. If both of you are working and maybe your salary is high, he doesn't mind. right? But this is not, like you said, there must be a compromise. This is not something I'm doing because I don't like that money. I know that this man will sit at home, he will be bodily present, absent-minded. Would you rather prefer your husband going through some sort of depression?
Transferring agreement.
Exactly.
We are out of time.
Now this is the person. Imagine you have 3 kids that you need to pay school fees for, and 150 is not taking care of their school. You don't even like the school they are attending. How do we balance it?
What were you paying the school fees before you got the 500,000?
Hey, this is a
you were struggling.
Okay.
You needed more.
We have a message. Our mothers then were loyal.
To bless us.
Our mothers then were loyal because of the fear of God. Most of them never know any man till the end of their lives. From Maurice Okon City College. Okay, so that part. Thank you so much, ladies, for coming through. We'll have the conversation again. But I have to keep talking about this. On Friday, we'll be back again for the Girls Chart Show. The news is up in just a few. Dua Lipa, I'll see you tomorrow.
Business running and your target customers do not really know about it. 2 things are involved. You are not known and you don't know.
Yeah. So what
happens when you Our LED digital signage and billboards are conspicuous areas within the city. Our ultimate media consulting will not only put your business in the heart and mind of your customers, you also make profit. Visit us today at Ultimate Media Consulting Limited, Suite C20, Head 047 Calabar Street, inquiries and bookings, please call 08034524714 or 09097097788. Send a mail to ultimatemedia2@gmail.com. Ultimate Media Consulting Limited. Your exposure, our ultimate goal.
What are you saying? You cannot make any
It's the better chat show, 105.7.